exact perfect detail for this important news bulletin. Here with the news today, Bob the News Guy.
Hello, I'm Bob the News Guy. Tonight's top story, Hurricane Bubba. A deadly Category 5 hurricane about to make landfall in Vero Beach, Florida. We take you now live to our roving reporter, Andrew Angeloni in Vero Beach. Andrew, can you hear us? What is it like out there?
Bob, I can't hear you. Bob, what are you trying to say? Bob, I'm not able to hear you. We're breaking up. What are you trying to say? What? Oh my God! What?
Andrew, seems that we're having some technical difficulties. As soon as we get them fixed, we'll go back to Andrew. Oh, wait, this just in. Our problems have been solved. Let's go to Newsman Andrew.
Bob, I can barely hear you out here. The wind is really kicking up. I can barely hear you. Whoa! The wind's really kicking up. Whoa! Bob! I can barely hear. Whoa! It's very dangerous out here. People should stay inside where it's safe. I can barely hear you. Whoa! I can barely hear you. No! People, stay indoors. Not out.
No, Mom. Next, I'll pick up the milk. Come on, back. Looks like things are getting pretty crazy out there. Now let's go to Eugene Storm to learn more about hurricanes. Eugene, take it away.
Thanks, Bob. Hi, I'm Eugene Storm, and I'm here today to teach you about hurricanes. This is Hurricane Bubba, a deadly hurricane headed for Vero Beach, Florida. Hurricanes are storms that form in large bodies of water. Hurricane season is from June 1st to November 30th, but the most active time is in mid-September. Hurricanes are storms that have very strong winds that move counterclockwise around the center. The center of a hurricane is called the eye. For a storm to be called a hurricane, it has to have 75 miles per hour winds or higher. There are 5 categories to tell how strong a hurricane is. A Category 1 hurricane has winds from 74 to 95 miles per hour. A Category 2 hurricane has winds from 96 to 110 miles per hour. A Category 3 hurricane has winds from 111 to 130 miles per hour. A Category 4 hurricane has winds from 131 to 155 miles per hour. A Category 5 hurricane has winds over 155 miles per hour. Besides the strong winds making a hurricane dangerous, it also has storm surges. A storm surge is the amount of water that gets pushed on land by the wind and causes flooding. We give hurricane names so we can remember which one was which. Some of the worst hurricanes were Hurricanes Katrina, Andrew, Camille, Rita, and Carla. When a hurricane is coming, there will be a hurricane watch and a hurricane warning. A hurricane watch is when a hurricane is possible within 36 hours. A hurricane warning is when a hurricane is probably going to hit land within 24 hours. When a hurricane is coming, it is important to go out and buy food and drinks. Make sure you have a first aid kit, flashlights, a small radio, and extra batteries. You should also have a generator in case your power goes out, and put up hurricane shutters to protect your windows. You should pick out some board games and books to read since you can't go outside. If the hurricane is really strong, you might have to evacuate and go someplace safe. That's all for today. Back to you, Bob.
That's not having many challenge in my show. Oh. Thank you, Eugene. I learned a lot from that. Looks like things are getting worse out there by Andrew. Let's see how he's doing.
Help! For the love of God! Stay indoors! Stay indoors! Help!
Looks like things are getting even worse out there by Andrew. Oh, it's just in. There's been a fire. I'm fired. Won't be seeing you next week. Well, that's all for today, folks.